Hello friends, welcome to Adda 247 and you are watching English language pattern based question discussion of IPPB PO Pre with Saurabh Day. तो आज के जो हमारे एग्जामिनेशन में क्वेश्चंस मिले थे बेसिकली जैसे क्वेश्चंस देखने को आए थे उस प्रकार के क्वेश्चन हम लोग यहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे. सो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन दैट केम इन टुडेज एग्जामिनेशन. सो स्टे ट्यून ऑल ऑफ यू माय डियर एस्पिरेंट्स. एंड साथ ही में देखो बढ़िया चीज ये है कि आज हम लोग यहाँ पर आज के जैसे एग्जामिनेशन के स्पॉटिंग एरर्स भी सॉल्व करेंगे, क्लोज टेस्ट भी सॉल्व करेंगे और कॉम्प्रीहेंशन भी सॉल्व करेंगे. सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी एक्साइटिंग सेशन एंड टू डू द ऑनर्स लेट्स जस्ट स्टार्ट विद द स्पॉटिंग एरर्स. तो उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप सभी लोग रेडी हैं and without much ado let's have a look. The first one please. Now here are the first two questions for you my dear aspirants. The energy rich Central Asian nation of Turkmenistan suspended shipments of natural gas to Iran which it says has not paid for deliveries since 2013. All right, so the first part you have to tell me what's the error in the first question rather. And also in question number 2 is written, President-elect Donald Trump announces that he will nominate lawyer Robert Litzer as U.S. trade representative, picking an experienced trade official who has questioned the conservative movement's commitment to free trade. So ultimately, you got 1 minute to give me your answer and your time starts now. Hurry up. $45 seconds left. Hurry up, tell me. What's the error in 1 and 2? Okay, Raj Singh says the second part contains the error. Just tell me which part contains the error and what is the error. If it's a problem of visibility, you guys can simply, just enlarge the screen, alright? Expand it to full screen. ठीक है? Expand के लिए full screen पे आपको दिख जाएगा. Last 5 seconds left. Hurry up, my dear aspirants. बाकी लोग भी जवाब दे रहे हैं तो आप लोग भी जवाब दे सकते हो. And the time is up by the way. Now let's have a look at the answers and the answers are, well, in the first question there is the error. In the second part it says has suspended और जो दूसरा क्वेश्चन है उसमें तीसरे पार्ट में गलती है like had question. अब ऐसा क्यों है देखो हम लोग देख लेते हैं. जो पहला सवाल है यहाँ पर the energy rich Central Asian nation of Turkmenistan suspended shipments of natural gas to Iran which it says has not paid for deliveries since 2013. But the thing is, see, recently Turkmenistan suspended their shipments of natural gas. Alright, तो यानी कि जो भी यहाँ घटना घटी, देखो दो रीजन है यहाँ पर has लगाने का. पहली बात तो ये है कि तुर्कमेनिस्तान ने हाल ही में पर्टिकुलर वहां पर ईरान को दिया जाने वाला नेचुरल गैस सप्लाई को रोका है. सो दैट मींस दिस पर्टिकुलर एक्शन happened recently. And the other thing is that over here has suspended would be complementary to has not paid, and that's why the error is in the second part. It says it should be has suspended. Now coming down to the second question over here, President-elect Donald Trump announced that he will nominate Robert Lighthizer as U.S. representative, picking an experienced trade official who had. See, the thing is, अब देखो पास्ट ऑफ पास्ट वाली एरर है सेकंड वाले क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पर. क्योंकि जो सेकंड वाला पार्ट है ना जहां पर दिया हुआ है, यही जो रॉबर्ट जो बंदा है इसने जो है इनिशियली जो है एक बार क्वेश्चन उठाया था कंजर्वेटिव मूवमेंट के कमिटमेंट टू फ्री ट्रेड पे. तो ये बेसिकली वो घटना पहले घटी थी. नाउ दिस गाय Robert's criticism and his questions regarding the conservative movement's commitment to free trade, actually that happened earlier and that's why it should be had question. Alright, so that's the reason the error in there in this third part. I hope my dear aspirants that you were able to get the things over here. और हाँ, स्कोर कार्ड्स बताओ क्या हुआ, कितने बताओ, क्या दोनों सही क्वेश्चन आपने क्या दोनों सही जवाब दिए? Were you able to answer both of them correctly or did you commit any error? However, so you should keep on maintaining your scorecard and the next one is going to be a close test. So let's have a look. Now see, in the examination today you got a close test like this one. देखो ये जो close test है ये चाइना एंड इंडिया में जो पोल्यूशन है उस पे बेस्ड है और कुछ ऐसा ही close test आज देखने को मिला था हमारे एस्पिरेंट्स को एग्जामिनेशन में. So tell me my dear aspirants, you can see a particular filler of a close test over here. You got 1 minute time and tell me what's the answer over here, then I'll tell you the answer. So time starts now. Hurry up. 45 seconds left. Hurry up. Thirty seconds more, my dear aspirants. What's the answer over here? Okay, 15 seconds more. Well, the thing is that, almost everybody is going toward option number 4. And why is that? We'll have to have a look. But first of all, let's just think about one thing more. And that is that, our particular session may also be seen at Bankers Adda's FB page. So if you are unable to see it on YouTube, you can also have a look at the FB page of Bankers Adda. You might be able to see it over there as well. Now, the thing is, अच्छा, अब देखो, अब हम यहाँ discuss कर लेते हैं. Using data from Global Burden of Diseases study, the report said the spike happened because of the lack of blank space measures by the government. All right. Now, if we have a look at the options, lack of unsuitable measures, well, it doesn't quite fit right now. Lack of exact measures, well, the thing is, it doesn't quite fit that well. Lack of suffice measures, where it had it been lack of sufficient measures, we would have said, but suffice is not really actually, fitting over here. Lack of adequate measures, ये कह सकते हैं हम, because basically सटीक के sense में यहाँ बात करें तो बिल्कुल बैठता है. Lack of some measures by the government, well, adequate is actually stronger than option number 5, and that's why all those of you who said option number 4 is the answer have done a good job. Yes, जो सही जवाब है वो विकल्प नंबर 4 ही है. चलिए, उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये जो पहला फिलर था आप लोगों ने सही जवाब दिया होगा. Now let's have a look at the next question, please. Now, here's the next filler for you, my dear aspirants. And you got once again 1 minute to give me the answer of this particular filler, and your time starts now. Hurry up. Hurry up, my dear aspirants. 30 seconds more. Quickly. So all those of you who have joined lately, no issues, my dear aspirants. You guys can still keep on answering because a major part of the entire session is still left. So you guys should give the answer right away. Now, the thing is that the data shows that China, see, the thing is this is actually a trick, it's on you. If you're a very good reader, you can read it from the beginning itself, or and otherwise you can just right away concentrate on the filler. अब देखो, अगर आप अच्छे रीडर हो और आप जल्दी रीड कर सकते हो, एविड रीडर हो, तो आप शुरुआत से पढ़ सकते हो, वरना मैं आपको ये एडवाइस करूंगा कि अगर आप उतने अच्छे रीडर नहीं हो तो आप सीधे ब्लैंक स्पेस के आसपास के हिस्से को पढ़ के जवाब दे सकते हो. Now, the thing over here is, see, I know what is the theme of this particular closest, and that's why I'm going for the filler right away. The year 2005 especially has been the worst ever recorded for blank space deaths by exposure to pollution. अब देखा जाए, for premature death, यानी कि टाइम के पहले मौत हो जाना, well, this seems to be suitable over here. Recorded for amateur deaths. अब देखिए, basically amateur का meaning होता है नौसिखिया, नौसिखिया या a novice doesn't quite match over here. And now mature death. Recorded for mature death, well, there's nothing that's called a mature death. Okay, pre-decided death. Now, this is not really fitting over here, and that's why pre-decided, इसके जो हिंदी meaning है देखो, वो तो that's pretty much like premature, all right. But the thing is, नहीं, not pretty much like that. Premature जो है समय से पहले हो जाए, and pre-decided basically पहले से decided होके कर रहे. लेकिन क्या जो भी हो, this is not suitable over here. Old deaths, once again, not suitable. Yes, the most appropriate, like all you guys are already saying, it's option number 1. That means premature deaths. So the year 2015 especially has been the worst ever recorded for premature deaths by exposure to pollutants. So well done, all of you, my dear aspirants, who have actually given the correct answer and who are actually increasing the accuracy in today's show. Now let's have a look at the next one, please. Okay. So here's the filler for you, my dear aspirants. 1 minute for you guys to give me your answer, and your time starts now. Hurry up. Just 30 seconds more left to give me what's the answer of this filler. So answer quickly. All right, now flood of answers. It's really good to see. Now it's my turn to give you a correct answer over here. What's most suitable over here? See, the thing is, since I already know what's the background and what's the theme of this particular close test, I can give you the filler right away. Okay. Now coming down to the particular line that explaining the trend, like what's the trend on the other hand, in China, the number of deaths from high air pollution was 2620 in 1990, which rose to 3010 in 2000, and then 3100 in 2010. Explaining the trend, he has said due to growing blank space of fossil fuels, the pollution level in China was deteriorating. All right. Now, due to growing blank space of fossil fuels, all right, let's have a look at the options over here. Growing eating of fossil fuels cannot be there, right? Just cross this one right away. Growing consumption of fossil fuels, well, definitely it refers to usage over here, so it can be used. Now let's have a look at the third option. Growing consuming, well, it doesn't quite match over here. Not the tense is not really good. The growing having of fossil fuels, well, once again doesn't quite match. The tense is actually pretty opposite over here. Growing omitting of fossil fuels, once again doesn't match because of the tense. So that's why, yes, consumption is the most suitable option. And all those of you who are flooding me with option number 2 are giving the correct answer. Yes, option number 2 बिल्कुल सही जवाब है. अब देखिए कुछ ऐसा ही क्लोज टेस्ट, ऑलराइट, बिल्कुल इसी तरह के पैटर्न का क्लोज टेस्ट जो है आपको देखने को मिला था, बिकॉज वो पोल्यूशन बेस्ड था, जो आज का जो शिफ्ट था उस शिफ्ट में आया था ये. अब मैं सोचता हूं कि क्यों ना भाई क्लोज टेस्ट के बाद एक बार फिर से आपका माइंड फ्रेश करने के लिए एक दो स्पॉटिंग एरर क्वेश्चन हो जाए. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट सम एरर डिटेक्शन क्वेश्चन एंड हियर वी गो. Okay, so my dear students, 2 more questions of spotting error and you got 1 minute to give me the correct answer for both of them and your time starts now. Hurry up, everyone. Keep on maintaining your scorecards and keep on giving me your answer. I'll take your name at the last. 25 seconds more. Hurry up, everyone. What's the answer? 15 seconds more, my dear aspirants. Well, the time is up and now it's my turn to give you the answers. Let's have a look at the answers, please. And the answers are... Okay, well, the first question over here is actually a no error, and the question below, actually, that's the error in the first part. Now, just let's have a look at them one by one. The Reserve Bank imposed a 1 lakh penalty on the Mumbai District Cooperative Bank for violating Know Your Customer, that's your KYC and anti-money laundering norms. So that's the thing. So that's why if we have a look grammatically, there doesn't seem to be any error in this particular question. अगर हम देखें तो ग्रामर के तौर पर जो पहला सवाल है, देखिए इसमें कोई भी ऐसी खास गलती नजर नहीं आ रही है और इसीलिए इस क्वेश्चन में कोई गलती नहीं है. And all those of you who said that there's no error in the first question have actually given the correct answer because there is no error in the first question. Now coming down to the question below, days after Prime Minister warned those who indulged in malpractices during the 50-day demonetization drive, the Finance Ministry has asked public sector banks to submit a report on the involvement of officials illegally changing currency notes. Well, yes, the thing is that when we talk about some very extremely important designations, we go for the definite article. और देखिए यही रीजन है, यही वजह है यहाँ पर द प्राइम मिनिस्टर होना चाहिए, क्योंकि देखो जब भी हम लोग बात करेंगे आर्टिकल्स की, और जब भी बेसिकली हम लोग बात करेंगे डेफिनेट आर्टिकल्स की, तो उसमें कुछ सेट नियम होते हैं और उनमें से एक होता है एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट यूनिक डेजिग्नेशंस का। ऑलराइट, दैट्स व्हाई इट शुड बी डेज आफ्टर द प्राइम मिनिस्टर। तो उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये दो क्वेश्चंस भी आप लोगों ने सही जवाब दिए होंगे, और अब तक अगर हम सोचे कम से कम, तो हम लोग कम से कम 7 क्वेश्चंस तो यहां डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, 3 क्लोज टेस्ट के और 4 स्पॉटिंग एरर्स के। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि यू हैव स्कोर्ड रियली वेल एंड अबव 4 on 7 on all of these, by the way. And in case you are still catching up, no issues, we got more questions coming up for you. Let's have a look at the comprehension based question. Next one, please. ओके, द थिंग इज, अब देखिए यहां सवाल देखिए दिया आपके सामने, बैंकिंग पेनिट्रेशन अमंग द कॉन्टिनेंट्स 1 बिलियन इनहैबिटेंट्स वेरीज सिग्निफिकेंटली फ्रॉम कंट्री टू कंट्री। तो द थिंग इज, ये जो पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन है ये एक ऐसे पैसेज पे है जो कि अफ्रीकन बैंकिंग पे बेसिकली बेस्ड है, बिकॉज इन टुडेज पैसेज वी सॉ क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम बेसिकली अफ्रीकन बैंकिंग। अब देखा जाए तो आज का जो पैसेज आया था, इनफैक्ट टुडेज पैसेज वाज एक्चुअली बेस्ड ऑन अफ्रीकन बैंकिंग, एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी गॉट क्वेश्चंस लाइक दैट फॉर यू, माय डियर एस्पिरेंट्स। So question number 1 is right here in front of you. Banking penetration among the continent's 1 billion inhabitants varies significantly from country to country. Well, the thing is, जब तक आप उस पार्ट को नहीं देखेंगे कि जहां से इस क्वेश्चन की चीजें लिखी हुई, तब तक। नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज। Okay, well, just have a look at this very thoroughly, all right? बहुत ही carefully समझिए और सुनिए इसको. The main allure, that means the main attraction of Africa's banking market is that it is potentially vast and virtually untapped. Basically, जो attractive बात है अफ्रीका की बैंकिंग मार्केट की, वो attractive बात ये है कि बहुत वास्ट है, और साथ ही में अभी जितने उसके बेसिकली जितनी उसकी क्वालिटीज है, जितनी की उसका कैपेसिटी है, वो अभी यूटिलाइज नहीं किया गया है. सो दैट्स द मेन अट्रैक्शन ऑफ अफ्रीका's बैंकिंग मार्केट, that it has got a lot of potential and it has not been tapped. It's pretty untapped, by the way. Banking penetration among the continent's 1 billion inhabitants varies significantly from country to country. तो देखा जाए तो इस पर्टिकुलर कॉन्टिनेंट में जिसमें कि 1 बिलियन लोग रहते हैं लगभग, तो बेसिकली उनके लिए लेकिन बैंकिंग पेनिट्रेशन यानी कि बैंक की जो बेसिकली सुविधाएं हैं अभी तक उनसे उतने बेसिकली अलग अलग देशों में अलग अलग लेवल तक सुविधाएं पहुंची हैं. सो द पेनिट्रेशन ऑफ बैंकिंग or the level of banking actually varies among the continent's 1 billion inhabitants, by the way, from country to country. But the swathes of the population in Senegal and Tanzania, for instance, have virtually no access to banking. लेकिन अगर हम बात करें सेनेगल और तंजानिया की, तो जो ज्यादातर जो मेजॉरिटी पॉपुलेशन इन देशों की, उनके पास ठीक से कोई अब देख यहाँ पर बेसिकली वे एंड अब देखा जाए तो एक आगे थी नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड बैंक कहावत भी टफ है, तो मुझे ठीक से जो है आने में थोड़ा सा शायद प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, तो आप लोग मुझे यहाँ पर याद ला सकते हैं. और शायद बेसिकली कहावत कुछ इस तरह की है, टफ पीपल लास्ट बट टफ टाइम्स डोंट. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए कठिन समय तो बहुत लंबा नहीं चलता, लेकिन हाँ वो लोग जो अपने आप को ठोस बना लेते हैं वो जरूर लंबे समय तक चलते हैं. तो बेसिकली इसी बात के साथ आई लाइक टू एंड आवर दिस सेशन एंड आई होप दैट इट वाज ग्रेट फॉर यू टू वॉच. थैंक यू.